You guys can see right now it's a bit of a disarray at the entrance. What we did a couple of weeks ago is we took our dozer and came over here, and there was a bunch of these Leland cypress all the way down that hedgerow, but unfortunately they had been let go and had not been taken care of, so they looked really bad. So we ended up taking all of them down, even though we really didn't want to. So we kind of cleaned up the front. We've still got several of them to get. Of course, that was too close to the gate to get, so we're gonna have to do a get a little excavator over here to get it. And then we push the trees down. We've been letting them kind of season for the last 2 weeks so we can come burn them, which is what we're here to do today. You know, the intent is that we're going to clean all of this up all the way down to the ponds. Never done a piece of property this big, but I think you'll be intrigued by some of the changes. And of course, at some point in time, I don't know that it'll be primary now because it's actually in pretty good shape. We'll come down through here and we'll clean the road up, and we may resurface it, or we may just seal it to make sure that it stays good and solid. So let's go check out the house. So we've just come through the gate here at Pendragon. We're driving in. It's really a pretty place. There's really nothing like it in Dothan left. Plans are at some point in time, Kyle and his family will build here, and Kaylee and her family will build here. And as we come in, a lot of these little old trees and all we'll take down because they're not in really good shape. All these bushes and scrub bushes and those kind of things will go. It's unfortunate, but this particular property has not been maintained, so a lot of the vegetation that's here we're going to have to take out. Here's some of the, maybe you can see the ponds, and then you come on in and there's a circular drive. There's the other pond, and right here at one point in time was a water wheel behind this tree, and I don't remember what Angie said that thing's called, but it's got fruit on it, so maybe you guys would, it almost looks like blackberries. But there's the lower pond. It's got a leak in it somewhere, so we're going to end up having to drain it and dig it back out and figure out what's going on with it. The upper pond, the water's so clear in it that it keeps vegetation on the bottom, so we've got to fertilize it and do some work to it. But there's trees all through out here, and these big old pine trees, I don't know if you can really tell how big that tree is, but it's, if you were to hug that tree, your arms would go maybe halfway around. But they're all over the place, and unfortunately they're just so close to the house that we're going to have to do away with the majority of these trees, and they're coming down. There's going to be, gosh, there'll probably be a couple of hundred, I guess, out here that'll go away. There's the house sitting on top of the hill. Let's pull on up and we'll take a look. Well, that was really cool. I didn't catch it in time when I got out of the truck, but when I drove up, just after I shut off the video, an eagle or egret or whatever they're calling those that look to me like bald eagles landed right here in front of the property and grabbed a mouse and flew off down through that area right there, down through the top pond. That's one of the reasons we're just so excited about being here. This is inside the city limits of Dothan, but it's such a unique property. There's just nothing like it around here, and I'm so glad that we've been afforded the opportunity to buy this place. I think you can see that tree in relation to the to the house to see how large that bad boy is. I know it's, gosh, a couple of 100 feet high or better. So there are just, 100 or so of those out here that just have to come down. That one's leaning towards the house, so it's going to be a real challenge to get it down. So here's the house. This will be the longest of all the videos, so it may take a little while to video this whole thing, but it's really just to give a complete overview of the project and how big it is and the scope. That back there in the back is a horse barn, and then over behind all this minutia here, vegetation and growth, is a swimming pool. We've drained it. Good friend of mine, Jimmy Owen, came over and got it drained and is getting it cleaned up for me. Most of these trees down through here will go away, so the view of the ponds will be quite a bit more spectacular. Quite a few of these trees have, you know, bad spots in them like that, and we just have to take them down. We can't take the chance on hurting the house or, you know, anybody out here, to be honest with you. So all right, now let's walk on up to the house and we'll just kind of see what's going on there.